Evening. Okay, this is the next 5 Chaos Knights. Yeah, first things first. Right, so these guys are armed with spears. They get an extra bonus when they charge in if they're armed with this kind of thing, so I wanted the front rank of my knights to be armed with this for sure. Although they probably will be a separate unit entirely, but it's worth experimenting with, certainly. It's certainly something to think about, definitely. Yeah. So I'm really pleased with these. Of the 15 I've done so far, these are the ones I'm most pleased with. Yeah, something like that. Once you do a kit so many times, you really know how to sort of mess around with it, sort of get the most out of it. Sometimes without even cutting anything. So, you know, even a back-boss tactical marines, first time you build them, you're kind of like, wow, this is the most boring thing in the world. Well, you're not like that, to be fair. But you're kind of like, wow, these poses are kind of fixed. There's not much I can do with them, you know? The old Space Marine holds his bolt in front of his chest, looks straightforward kind of thing. But after a while, you really do figure out how much you can get out of that kit. It's amazing. It really is amazing how much you can do with that. But anyways, we're not talking about Warhammer 40,000. We're talking about Age of Sigmar. So here we are with 5 Chaos Knights. Now, I lie, because this isn't all one kit. There are various parts from various kits here, but they're all pretty accessible for the Chaos player. Perhaps not a few of them, but I like to think if you played Warhammer Chaos, there's a good chance you've touched 40k Chaos as well. So should we have a look? Very well. Let's put these boys to the sides and have a closer look at what we've got to look at. Alright, let's start with this guy. Definitely one of my favourites of the whole lot. Excuse me. Alright, so horse, nothing to write home about. Pretty much the same as every other horse if you built it this way. So that's pretty cool. I mean, he is leaning slightly that way. It's not really any incline on his base, but that's a good place to start. I've tried to make him lean slightly to the side, so he's sort of spearing someone. His head is from the chariot here, if you want to keep a look for that. This thing here, this horny bit, is actually from the Chaos Knight kit, so not very hard to find that. If you built Chaos Knights, if you're building Chaos Knights indeed, like this one, no troubles there. This bit here is a little bit more difficult to get hold of. This is from the Demon Prince kit, the plastic one. You probably will come across one at some point in your time with Chaos. But yeah, this is what you get if you don't build the wings. If you don't build the wings, they're these sort of spiky bits that you put in place of them. Obviously, mine is built with wings. How many people don't build a Demon Prince with wings? I don't know. Yeah, no, it's debatable. Perhaps it looks cooler. I might hesitate to add. Yeah, I've trimmed down his shoulder pads a little bit. I've removed the roomy bits, the sort of the bits that stick up on the inside of them. I don't know, it makes them look a bit different, a bit more brutal, I like. This shield, if you look, is a little bit bigger than normal Chaos Knight shields because it's a Chaos Warrior shield. A bit more, less interesting perhaps, but I really like it. I really like that. So if you want to do that, you have to cut off the hand that sort of holds it inside. Very easy. Clippers will do that no problem at all. They sort of fit to the inside of it. And you just glue a Chaos Knight's hand there, on there. Very easy. So yeah, I'm very happy with him. Very much so. I think it's his head really more than anything else. It's kind of quite simple. But it's embellished with these horns and stuff. So yeah, happy with him. Happy with him. Next one. Here we have the musician of the squad. What's that you say? That's not a musician. Where's his horn? Well, if you look, it's on his back. Always annoyed me when I was very new to it, how the musicians were quite limited in their pose. They have to be holding their horns, which I think is dead boring. You know, it's good in a few of them, but I don't know. They're not going to be holding that when they get anywhere near a battle, are they? That'll be in the distance when they're kind of trying to scare people, like in the distance kind of thing. Also, I don't know if I put it on the other one, but most of them, it's not such a big deal. It's a nice little extra. Most of them have these swords, which comes from the Chaos Space Marines kit. Because let's face it, when they get close, if they get knocked off their horse, they're not going to be using spears all the time now, are they? This one's got a pretty normal shield for a Chaos Knight. Now this bit, if you've done anything with Chaos Space Marines, you know this bit is so versatile. It is such a really nice little bit of this. From the Chaos Vehicle sprue. Very good. So versatile. So yeah, there's his horn, as I've told you. Are you going to do it? Oh, you're going to do it? Uh-oh, I'm a little bit worried about this. Yeah, good. The head, here's the first time I've used this head. It's from the Chaos Knights kit. But I haven't used it before. I'm not a massive fan of it. That's why I've embellished it with this spike down the middle there. Can't quite remember what that's from. I think it's from the Knights kit. Might be from the chariot kit, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, and also possibly the most severe change is didn't use the double horn in the front of this one. Really not a big fan of it. I cut that off from the pickaxe hand weapon from this kit and put that there instead. Looks better to me. Well, it's not that it looks better, it's more that I've used that bit so many times I wanted to try and change them up a bit. This guy's pretty similar, head-wise. His head is from the metal chosen. So, switch them up a little bit. I don't actually have the chosen. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful models. Some of the best models ever made in my opinion, and I want them. But they're expensive, so not yet. Pretty simple shield from the warrior kit. It's got a chariot, banner, flag thing, whatever, stuck on top of that. Another demon prince thing on the back. Does he have a sword? He does have a sword, yeah. He's coming up a bit on an incline, which is nice. Okay, what are we on now? Standard bearer. Standard bloody bearer. As I said with the musician, I like to not make them so sort of fixed. I've already built 2 standard bearers that are holding their flags, which I can get away with because that's not their weapon. It doesn't look so weird. You know, it's their shield. But I felt for this guy, when you're sort of charging with your lance, holding a banner at the same time is a bit weird. So I've used copious chaos vehicle things to hold it in place. It's probably going to break anyway, such is the way of things. I really like his head. It's a simple chaos warrior head with a spike stuck on top of it. It's very brutal looking, I love it. And then the gorget really helps. Also the horse has got the 2 double horn things, which I didn't put on the other one. And also chaos vehicle chains around the neck. Love it. Fucking love it. Excuse my language. There's his thing. As I said with the other, that shield a minute ago, that's from the chariot. That, oh, come on, do it. Fucking do it. There we go. Please. Come on. There we go. That's from the chariot, that little round thing at the top. That flail is from the Marauder Horseman. Chain is from the vehicles. Also, there's a shield on the back. You might wonder why it's there. That's because if you look at the direction of the flagpole, it doesn't match up at the top, does it? I wonder why. Oh well, we'll never know. Now, finally, here's the Doom Knight. Although I am so happy with him, I'd probably use him as a Chaos Lord when I've built a sort of standing Doom Knight. His cape is from the chariot, which I really didn't think was... I thought that putting that cape on that head on a chariot guy just was too good. That was... I think that was for the old days when if you wanted to build a Chaos Lord in a chariot. So yeah, didn't give him that. And also cut off the axe head and put it on this one, because it's amazing. Ugh, did break sometime in post. This was my first leader of my force. The reason I decided not to use him so much as a leader is because I didn't want to transport him too many times. This spear broke. This green stuff wrapped around it. It's kind of noticeable. I don't want to think about it. So yeah, pretty normal shield. Obviously rearing up, I had to cut the leg to do that. I haven't green stuff that yet, but I will. Cape, awesome. Head, awesome. I think there's the precursor for the current arcade on head if you look at it. It's pretty much the same thing. It's even got the little ribbony thing coming out the back. So yeah, I am very, very pleased with him. He's the Doom Knight of this unit, but he's perfectly good enough to be a Chaos Lord. So that's something to think about. So yeah, now I have 10 Knights with ensorcelled weapon, led by Doom Knight, Musician, and a couple of standard bearers in case I want to break the unit up into 2 different ones. Same thing will be for this one. That's the other good thing about having a musician with a kind of concealed horn. You know, you can get away with combining them as a unit. But there you go. Anyways, I hope you appreciate that. I mean, I'm really, really liking this unit. I feel like, you know, it's a good job. If you want to grab a box of Chaos Knights these days, you might as well bloody grab the 50 quid set because, you know, you're saving, it's like another 25 quid and you get a chariot, a box of warriors and a sorcerer or something like that. It's crazy. It's very, very good value. So that's all I've got to say on it. I'm a little bit tired, so sorry if I wasn't so invigorated in this one, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll see something painted one of these days. You know? But at the moment, I'm just sort of building things up. I love it. Converting is my favourite part of the hobby, really. As I hope you can tell. Anyways, nice to see you guys. Hopefully, I will see you soon. I'm loving all your videos. Ciao.